on record pace so far this year for the number of traffic deaths on southern Nevada roadways.
The worst of those accidents happened about a week and a half ago. Police say a 19-year-old by the name of Ronald J. Jr. was drunk when he sped through a stop sign and hit an SUV. 5 family members died, 4 of which were children. Tonight, a benefit is being held to help the victim's family. The show Mesmerized is based on hypnosis. You can see it at the V Theater. The star of the show has his own near-death story about the night a drunk driver hit him.
It happens in a fraction of a second, and yet even though it's in a fraction of a second, it feels like it takes forever. It really does. And it was probably the loudest crash I'd ever heard in my life, the loudest sound I've ever heard in my life. I mean, my ears were ringing for days.
11 years ago, Marc Savard and 2 members of his crew were hit head-on by a speeding drunk driver. A bystander captured this picture of his trailer engulfed in flames. Somehow, Marc and both passengers survived the crash, but he suffered serious neck and back injuries.
I had a couple of options. I could have either been angry and miserable and hated life, or bounced back and did something with it. And I was just very fortunate that I took that path.
And joining me now this morning is Marc Savard. Good morning. How are you?
I'm absolutely fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm glad you're coming here again. We said you're a hypnotist, also creator of the show Mesmerized, which is at the V Theater inside the new Planet Hollywood. Obviously, we want to talk about your story here. A lot of people who are hit by a drunk driver don't survive. They can't tell their story. Yours is different.
I'm kind of a rare case. I was very fortunate to have survived from the car crash, and now I've done something with it. I traveled around North America doing an alcohol awareness program for 10 years, educating high school students, right. And now I am fortunate enough to be at the V Theater doing the show called Mesmerized.
Right. Now, tell me about your the drunk driver, the person that it was almost a head-on?
It was a head-on.
It was a head-on.
Yeah, and I mean, it covered 2/3 of the front of my vehicle and full highway speeds, over 65 miles an hour. I don't even know how I survived. I have no clue. And
now the drunk driver
was killed.
Frequently in these kinds of accidents, it's the drunk driver who actually survives.
It's always the other way around, it seems. And so I am a rare statistic, right. And very, very fortunate. And I mean, I'm forever grateful, and I consider myself blessed.
Right. This is that your car right there?
It is. That was driving a 1994 Ford Explorer, which completely engulfed in flames. And there's the truck and the trailer, and the drunk driver's vehicle on the back right-hand side.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, I took the steering wheel. After? Yeah, I took the steering wheel right across the eyebrows and broke the base of my skull and fractured my nose. Eye socket, broke my back. I was very, very, very lucky.
My goodness, how long were you in the hospital in rehab trying to get everything back?
Surprisingly quick. I used a lot of natural mind healing to control pain. And
as a hypnotist,
yes.
That comes naturally
yes.
to you?
Yeah, and everyone's got that skill. We all have this incredible mind power. We just have to learn how to use it. I mean, your body has more medicine than any pharmacy could ever sell you. And so I tapped into those certain skills and did all natural mind healing and no medications. And I bounced back fairly quick, and 5.5 months later I was performing. So.
That is amazing. Now you decided to take your message, what you went through, to kids. Briefly, because we're almost out of time, what's the message that you give to kids?
I teach them on how to do proper decisions using their mind power. I mean, the reality of it is drinking and driving is 100% preventable.
Right.
And we just have to make smart decisions. You don't have to change your lifestyle. Just make proper planning, and everyone benefits from that.
Now tell us about the benefit that is happening tonight. What's going on?
We're donating all the proceeds from the show tonight and to the victims' families, and to help cover any types of expenses, whatever that they feel necessary to put the money to. And so we're looking for support, people to come on out, see the show tonight. The show's at 10:30, and please come on out.
And how do you get tickets? Just call Planet Hollywood?
You can call the V Theater box office and pick up your tickets there, and by all means, the more people we have, the better the show's going to be, and obviously it's a win-win situation for everyone involved.
And right now we have 4 tickets to your show to give away. I don't think these are, there's a certain expiration date here. These are not necessarily for tonight. If you're going to use them tonight, you can also make a donation, because that's what it's about, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to give it to caller number 3, 657-3425, right there. Appreciate your story, Marc, and thank God you survived. The pictures were incredible, and it's wonderful that you're trying to spread this message to other people.
And the reality of the situation is, you know, it's preventable. We want people to come out and support and, you know, be a community and help get involved, and let's do what we can to make a difference.
Appreciate your time, Mark.
All right, thank you.
Check it out.